Welcome back to The Realm. This is your happy place where I love to talk about Nintendo stuff, and hopefully you get to post your comments down below. Today we are doing, basically we're just talking about the Nintendo Direct. For me, it happened this morning. That is hours and hours ago. I had to go to work, could not make this video. I am so excited to be making this video. So before I do continue, what I want to say is these are the highlights, or my highlights personally, from the Nintendo Direct this morning. If you enjoyed it, then definitely I would recommend letting me know what you look forward to, what you thought was amazing and what you liked the most. Without further ado, let's get into this. The very first thing, and I did say this yesterday, Bravely Default 2. That was one of the games I told you they were going to, at least they had to put it in there somewhere, and they did put that in there, so guaranteed I'm looking forward to that game. The 26th, I believe, that's coming out here in Australia. Wherever you are, it's going to be coming out. I don't know when it's coming out for you, but it will be at some point. So look out for that game. That is going to be epic. I think it's going to be amazing. I haven't played the original, but I do have it on 3DS, and I've got Bravely Second, so I don't know why they just call it Bravely Default 2. I guess that's, brand name recognition, whatever that is. That's cool. Anyways, look, that game does look amazing. The next thing that I do want to talk about is the Animal Crossing Super Mario 35th Edition. There are going to be items in there, and like I said, they will be wrapping stuff up with that. I knew that they were going to be focusing more on the 35th Anniversary Edition because obviously the Mario game, this is still basically winding up to the end of the year for the 35th anniversary, and they're trying to make those sales. It makes sense for them to do that with the fiscal year and everything like that happening, so that's awesome. And in Animal Crossing, those do look pretty epic. They have some stuff where you can look like you have the Luigi outfit, you have the Mario outfit, and working pipes, which is epic and something that I didn't think that they were going to put into Animal Crossing. Then the next thing that I really want to talk about is Project Triangle Strategy. That game is the tentative working title. It is a game from Square Enix. It does look pretty cool. I would actually try this out. There is a demo version at the moment. If you do have a Switch, that is for you. Just go and check that out right now. There is a demo version of that available. If you like games like Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem, then this looks like the game for you. So definitely try that out and stay positive. I don't know what they're going to do. They are looking for feedback, by the way, for that game. So if you try that game and there's things about it you don't like, or there's things about it that you do like, definitely hit them up. Let them know. Obviously, they're going to be expecting feedback from that game so they can give out the best game that is possible to make. And obviously, they want to appease you, considering that you're going to be the one paying for it and probably buying more of their games in future, so it makes sense. Then we move on to Legend of Mana, which is a remake of the original game back in the days. I do think the art style is very much like Project Triangle Strategy, which does look, again, it looks amazing. If I had a Switch right now, I would definitely be trying that game out. That would be one of those games that I would love to purchase. I don't know if it's going to get a physical release. I would love to see that game get a physical release, to be honest with you. But honestly, that game looks amazing. The soundtrack, I think they're going with the original soundtrack. Actually, no, what I did notice, and obviously this was several hours ago for me, is that you can switch between the updated soundtrack and you can do the brand new one that they have for it for right now. So that's one of the other things that you can do if you want to get that as well. That will be awesome. Again, Legend of Mana looks really good. I love the art style for that game. I think it looks pretty incredible. But that's just me. You might have a different opinion. And if you do, down below is the place to put your comments for that. Any other things that you thought that, maybe I missed or maybe I didn't see properly. One of the games that made me smile when they were basically announcing it while I was watching this is Mario Golf, the new one that is coming out for the Switch. And I think, if I'm not wrong, you know what? I'm not even going to give you the date because I don't remember what the date was for that game. But Mario Golf is coming to the Switch, and it looks like a heck of a lot of fun. There is a story mode where you do your little me thing, which is fine. It looks crazy. But there's also, which is what I'm expecting, going to be a lot of fun team style play or fun friend play. It also does use the motion controls for the Switch for the Joy-Cons, which is going to be, again, a lot of fun. It's kind of like Wii Golf for any of those of you who wanted a new Wii Golf game. This could be the one that you're looking for, and honestly, I think that it will be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure that will be a summer release, so it's going to be one of those games that you should look forward to this summer if you want to play. Then we had a game that I thought was crazy to be announced for the Switch. I'm pretty sure that they're making a collection for the PS4 and the Xbox at the present time, or maybe the PS5. I'm not even sure what the collection's going for, but the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, which has as Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3, those Sigma games and whatnot, they're coming out on the Switch as a collection. I think that's awesome. It didn't say if it was going to get a physical release. I personally hope for a physical release because I think that it would be amazing. I would love to, I'm one of those people who loves to own physical copies of the games, and I think that would be awesome in a physical release. So I'm hoping that it will be. I never actually played those Ninja Gaiden games. I played the original NES games, but I never played the newer ones. So, I look forward to playing them. I know that a lot of people had a lot of fun with them. Now, this little bit of Zelda news was something that I think was a precursor to something greater, and obviously a lot of fans were kind of, happy with this. Some people may not have been so happy with this. They didn't really go too crazy into what this was, and it was an Age of Calamity expansion pass. So if you did like Age of Calamity, that is one of those games that you can now play more of. There's going to be more battles, and I think there's going to be more outfits and things like that. Again, one of the highlights, I think, because it tells you just how well Age of Calamity did and how well it was doing, or if it doesn't tell you how well it did and if it didn't sell well, this is actually a smarter way to get people to think, hey, Age of Calamity actually did a great job. It is also a smart way, by the way, to kick off the Zelda 35th anniversary celebrations. Even though that was not a 35th anniversary celebration, I think that it is a very clever way just to bring us slowly into the Zelda 35th anniversary collection days to come. I'm telling you, there is going to be something crazy, and I will have a video on that in the few coming days. Again, if you haven't already, by the way, just before we get into the last two games that I thought were highlights, if you have not already and you think that you would like to, consider subscribing, hit that like button, and let me know down below, again, what games you thought were crazy in this direct. The final game that I want to talk about, this was the final game that they showed overall, which is crazy to close out a Nintendo Direct with this game. I think that is amazing. I have been told that it is one of the highest selling games in Japan, I think it is, and maybe even China, for Nintendo especially. That was Splatoon 3. Now, if you haven't played Splatoon 1 or 2, which I have not played, this game was introduced as a trailer in a way that I was like, what could they be doing? This game looks crazy. What is this game? It looks awesome. The fact that they have made Splatoon look like, it just looked so gritty. Now, I wouldn't say dark, but gritty in the trailer, and it really looked like a game that I would love to try out. I haven't had the opportunity to try it. As you know, I don't have a Switch just yet. I'm waiting for that Zelda release Switch, because I'm telling you, now that they've had a Mario Switch, they are going to have a Zelda Switch. They have to. They cannot not have one. That's just, it's impossible for them not to have a Zelda Switch. Anyways, Splatoon 3, and that game looks crazy. It looks like a lot of fun. If you get the chance to play that game, I guarantee you should try it out. It's not due out until 2022, so you're going to be waiting a little while if that's the only game you're waiting for. But obviously, Nintendo did not leave us high and dry. They told us there's no news right now for Breath of the Wild 2. They said that we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, so we'll get some news for that. And I do have predictions for Breath of the Wild 2, the sequel to that game, in this year, and what they're going to do with the Zelda 35th anniversary and things like that. And that is in an upcoming video that I will release for you guys next week, and I hope that I'm right about it, because I think that it could be crazy. What we did get in the meantime was something that I think a lot of people were kind of not expecting, but kind of expecting at the same time, and that is Skyward Sword HD with button controls, by the way. That is awesome. I think that they it's crazy to see that, and seeing other YouTubers' reactions, by the way.
Skyward Sword! Let's go!
They are so excited for this game. I think a lot of people are really happy to see Skyward Sword. I think a lot of people didn't get the chance to play this game, especially considering on the Wii, the motion control way of doing that game was kind of a daunting experience, and it really stopped or hindered a lot of people from playing the original game all the way through to completion. So the fact that they do now have a button-only way to play that game, I am 100% going to get that. And as a new Zelda fan, I have not ever been able to buy any Zelda games on release day, ever. I only started really loving Zelda about a year ago max, and I wasn't really sold on Age of Calamity. But now that they're having a new, HD remastered new version of Zelda game, Skyward Sword HD is going to be the very first Zelda game that I buy on launch day for that game, and I'm very keen. They also said they were releasing some Joy-Cons that were custom made for the Skyward Sword celebration, and I think that is in conjunction with obviously the Zelda 35th anniversary, because that's one of those things that they really really, they're going to push that this year. I'm telling you right now, they're going to push that. Anyway, look, that is all for me in this video. I know I've kind of rushed through a lot of those games and a lot of things that they were, and I know I skipped a whole lot of stuff as well. If you think of any of the games that I didn't pick up on, any games that you thought were worth noting but I did not note, and you saw the direct, definitely put it down below in the comment section. And one thing I also wanted to say, just to end this off, is to be positive, man. Be positive about what Nintendo has for us for this year, what Nintendo has coming, because the first thing that I saw when I went onto Twitter is everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people love the fact that we're getting a Skyward Sword HD remaster for that game, and I think that's awesome, okay? But a lot of people were also annoyed because we didn't get a Wind Waker Twilight Princess dual pack HD for the Switch for this year. I think be positive for this, okay, guys, because you can be annoyed at the moment, but last year, remember this, last year a lot of people did not have anything to look forward to for the Nintendo Switch, and now you have so much to look forward to. There's a lot going on this year, and I think that was really only the first half of the year. So Nintendo is going to have a lot more stuff to do in the end half of the year, and I'm telling you now, the Zelda 35th celebrations are going to go crazy. Pokemon Day is next week, again another celebration. There is so much that's going to be going on for this year. I'm telling you, please stay positive and stay happy with your Switch and with Nintendo, because I think as much as they don't give everyone everything they want, they're doing their best they can, and they're giving us the stuff that we need right now. So until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video. Stay happy, stay positive, and enjoy. Bye.